The US presidential motorcade is insane. 50 cars, 100 people, $2,500 per minute. All designed to protect one man, who just so happens to be the most powerful man on the planet. And if you think it's overkill, think again. Every single one of the vehicles involved has a very specific role in keeping the president safe. So today let's unpack the secrets of the motorcade. At the front you'll find the route car and pilot car, which run a couple minutes ahead of the rest of the pack to make sure that the path is clear. It's also their job to direct the squadrons of sweepers behind them. The sweepers of course are police motorbikes that leapfrog along with the rest of the convoy to block traffic and ensure a clear path for the president. Now we get to the fun part, the most important vehicle in the motorcade, which is of course the presidential limo, or as it's better known, the Beast. A fitting name for a vehicle more akin to a rolling bunker than a car. It tips the scale at almost 20,000 pounds and boasts some of the most extreme defensive tech anywhere on earth. Its 8-inch thick doors weigh about as much as those on a commercial airliner, while its 5-inch thick bulletproof glass can shrug off anything short of a tank shell. The interior cabin is also hermetically sealed, protecting the president against chemical or biological attack, with onboard oxygen supplies ensuring that occupants can keep breathing fresh air. And I'm not done yet. The Beast also features a reinforced undercarriage, making it bomb-proof, a fuel tank designed with foam so it won't even explode if it's hit, custom run-flat tires reinforced with Kevlar, and even has its own arsenal of shotguns and RPGs on board for the worst case scenario. And of course, in true blue American fashion, it only achieves 3.7 miles to the gallon. And all that protection obviously doesn't come cheap, with each Beast costing taxpayers almost 1.5 million bucks. And the Secret Service has about 20 of them. Oh, and you'll never spot a Beast on its own. They're pack animals, you see. And every motorcade contains at least 2 identical Beasts with identical number plates that keep shuffling position so attackers never know which one the president is in. In front of the presidential limo is the lead car, usually accompanied by the Secret Service Countermeasures Suburban, which you can easily identify by the 2 large antennas coming out the roof. This car basically spams a huge range of radio frequencies to jam any sort of remote explosives, while also being able to detect if a missile is inbound, in which case it and the Beast will deploy a series of infrared smoke grenades, masking the location of the convoy and its heat signature. Closely behind the Beast, you'll find a couple large SUVs with their rear windows open. These are the Halfback and the Cat car. In the event a threat is detected, the Cat car will rapidly peel off, engaging with the target, while the Halfback sticks close to the president, providing protection. And as you might guess, both cars having their rear windows open allows those inside to quickly return fire in an emergency. And if you're thinking, well geez, that's a lot of cars, well we're not even close to done, as we now move on to the control car, which also rides pretty close to the presidential limos, containing essential staff like the president's military aide and doctor. Then there's the intelligence division vehicle, which communicates with local police and other intelligence sources about potential threats, followed closely by the Roadrunner, a beefed up Suburban which you can easily identify by the large dome on its roof, providing a secure encrypted way for the president to communicate with the White House and access the internet, so he can subscribe to this channel of course. Anyways, there's a whole host of other support cars you'll commonly find in this convoy, such as the press car, a local ambulance, and even a hazardous materials mitigation unit. I'm pretty sure you can guess what that last one does. All of these are usually flanked in the back by a rear guard of local police cars and bikes, supported by an Overwatch helicopter. All that to keep one man safe. And the shocking thing is, the Secret Service doesn't even consider it that safe. In fact, the motorcade is probably the most exposed a president will ever get, and is usually only used for trips shorter than 30 minutes. Anything longer and your boy is riding in either Marine One or Air Force One. Oh, and that motorcade I just described to you, that's not like a fixed layout or anything. Depending on the situation and the resources available, the motorcade could look completely different. Like this photo where we see 4 Beasts riding together, 6 if you include the 2 previous gen ones. Or here where President Obama just stepped off Ground Force One. Yes, Ground Force One, the most gangster tour bus ever. And before I let you go, here's a clip of the Beast getting a bit stuck. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe and let me know what you think of the motorcade in the comments below.